Taylor Swift's battle with label Big Machine spilling into the 2020 race. Candidate Elizabeth Warren weighed in, tweeting her support for Swift over the weekend. Writing this, unfortunately, Taylor Swift is one of many whose work has been threatened by a private equity firm. They're gobbling up more and more of our economy, costing jobs and crushing entire industries. It's time to rein in private equity firms, and I've got a plan for that. Swift has been at odds with the label since the summer when they bought her early music in a sale Swift says she was unaware of. Joining us right now is Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano.
God have mercy is honest as to what her plan is.
How typical for her to jump on somebody like Taylor Swift with this enormous following to say she's got a plan for it.
So Taylor Swift obviously sold the rights to her performances to a company, which sold it to another company, which is not using them in the way she wants them to use them, but is maximizing the return on their investment. What Elizabeth Warren has to do with this is probably some scheme to tax the people that bought and sold this asset. It's a tremendous asset, and if they manage it properly, it'll be worth more at the end of their management than it was at the beginning, which is the reason you invest in a vehicle like this.
But, Judge, nobody can say, look, I'm selling you this company, but this is what I want you to do with it.
Correct. Correct. I don't think we'd be talking about this had Elizabeth Warren not made the connection to Taylor Swift. Elizabeth Warren's views of the economy are so profoundly anti-capitalistic, anti-entrepreneurial,
Unless she's making money on it, like by selling billionaire tear cups.
There you go. Her goal.
Then she's a capitalist.
Her goal is to seize.
She gets pressed every weekend with a new plan.
Yes.
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 You think about how tough it is to get any
or just the word plan. She doesn't even need a plan.
Well, you're right about that. When Maria read the intro,
from that perspective.
When you read the intro and you were quoting her, we all chuckled, even you. I have a plan for this. What could the plan be other than to seize it or to seize a portion, to tax it to death?
Judge, give her credit. She got a lot of space this weekend.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
That's what this is all about, trying to stay relevant. Now, her plan to tax unrealized gains is against capitalism.
Yes.
And that's basically what this is. You mark to market an asset that's not liquid and you pay tax on it. I don't know how you'd even be able to monitor that over a huge economy. It doesn't really make sense.
And how do you value stuff every quarter?
How do you determine what the tax is?
Yeah. And what happens when it goes down in value? Do you get a refund?
Don't hold your breath.
But look at the press we're giving her right now.
Exactly. We're all talking about she puts this stuff out there, and we're talking about it. And the plans themselves, I shouldn't say the plans themselves, the idea behind the plans, going after very wealthy, going after the private equity.
Does this resonate with Democrats?
Absolutely. It resonates across the board.
Now, this weekend, she took some flack from her own party. They wanted to go more centrist. Even Obama came in and said, look, let's cool it on this. It's too crazy.
Yeah. And not only that, but rich people already pay most of the tax. Is that right, Mitch?
Yes. No, 100%. So the top 10% of earners in this country pay 80% of the tax.
Yeah.
So you're not going to squeeze more out of that top 10% to pay for anything.
We don't know this, if she has ever thought through the consequences of this kind of confiscation of wealth before it's realized.
Yeah, it's not. There isn't an economy where it actually worked ever in long term. So what it does is suppresses the investment of CapEx right away. And that's a big problem for this economy anyways that's booming. Who's going to take a risk with these kind of extreme views? That's the challenge all of these candidates.
And that's why business is quaking in their boots if it's Elizabeth Warren.
Taylor Swift's work would be worth a lot less if Elizabeth Warren got her hands on it.
Yeah,
everything would be worth less if she got her hands on it.
By the way, she could have bought the rights herself. She elected not to.
Then she has no right to complain about this.
I agree with you.